Alright, hello everyone. Let's go over this measurement scale and similarity practice test I made for you guys. Question 1. Convert each of the following units of measurement. 4.2 kiloliters to liters. So in your textbook on page 384, there is a little flowchart that you can follow that can help you convert between different units. So for kiloliters and liters, we need to times it by 1,000. So 4.2 times 1,000 gives us 4,200 liters. Question 1b. 250,000 millimeters squared to centimeters squared. Pay very close attention to the squared symbols because you're going to be using different numbers to convert between squared and millimeters cube, for example. Okay, so from millimeters squared to centimeters squared, you need to divide it by 10 to the power of 2, which is equal to 100. So 250,000 divided by 100, that's equal to 2,500 centimeters squared, not cubed, squared. Question 2. Convert from scientific notation. So currently we have scientific notation and we need to convert it to a standard decimal. The easiest way for you guys to do this is just plug this into your calculator, press equals, and it will give you the result. But let's say we want to do it the standard way. What this -4 means is that the decimal originally was towards the left 4 times. Move the decimals to the left 4 times. So let me write the number. The decimal is currently here. We need to move it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. 0, 0, 0. Now the decimal is right here, and you put a 0 in front of that. So again, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why the -4 is there. So rewrite the number again here, 0.000614. That's our answer. Next one. To the power of 5, you're always going to get times 10 to the power of something, either a negative number or positive number. Okay, whenever it is a positive number, you add zeros to the end of the number. So 4, 5, 3, 7. The decimal is currently right here. Let's move it to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We fill these areas with 0. You can also put 0.0 if it says correct to 1 decimal place or something like that, but you do not need to do that. So our decimal point is currently there. Let me rewrite it. This is our final answer. Again, you could have just written that in your calculator, your CAS calculator, and pressed equals. Next thing, question 2b. Convert two scientific notations. So this time we are going from let's look at our previous answers. We're going from this to this. Okay. Now, to convert it to scientific notations, we need to move the decimal point to a place where it is after a number between 1 and 10. The first number we can get to that is the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So 2.97 times 10, and we count how many numbers we moved it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we write -5 because we moved it to the right. Next one, this number right here, BB, question 2. Again, the decimal point is currently right here. We need to move it to a number where it is between 1 and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6.3 times 10 to the power of 7. Make sure you guys write it correctly, -5 and +7. Negative number whenever you're moving the decimal point towards the right, if you're doing scientific notations, converting to scientific notations, and a positive number if you're moving the decimal point to the left whenever you're doing converting to scientific notations. Okay, question 3. The diagram shows a crane that is used to transfer shipping containers between port and a cargo ship. The length of the boom BC is equal to 25. BC is this length here, and that is equal to 25 meters. The length of the hoist AB is equal to 15. AB is this one right here, and that is equal to 15. Write a calculation to show that the distance AC is 20 degrees. So AC is here, and supposedly that is equal to 20. As you can see, this is a right angle triangle, so we're going to be using Pythagoras. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. C is always going to be a hypotenuse. A and B can be interchanged. I'm going to label this as B, label this as A. So we need to basically find what A is equal to. So A squared is equal to C squared minus B squared whenever we rearrange this equation. Let me make this a bit smaller. Okay. Let's pretend we do not know at the moment, A at the moment. So A squared is equal to 25 squared minus 15 squared. $25 squared is equal to 625. 15 squared is equal to 225. Uh, 625 minus 225 is equal to 400. A is equal to the square root of 400. That means A is equal to 20. So we've proven that AC is equal to 20. If we want to be 100% obvious, we can write AC is equal to 20. Question 4. The rectangular box has the length, width and height shown. Two right angle triangles have been drawn. In your printout I gave you guys, you probably wouldn't have been able to see the different colors there, but on here you can. So copy the diagram and mark in the right angle in each of the two triangles. So the right angle, there's one here and also one there. So that's 4A done. Redraw triangle ACD separately from the three-dimensional figure and label the known side lengths. Okay, so ACD, I'll do that here. This is side C, D and A. D to C is equal to 9. Sorry, D to A is equal to 9. And then D to C is equal to A and B, so 12. Alright, so that's part B done. C. What is the length of AC? So because this is a right angle triangle, we can be using Pythagoras to find what AC is. So A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Let A, for example, be 9, so 9 squared. B squared is 12. B is 12, yep, is equal to C squared. Nine squared is 81. 12 squared is 144. Make this a bit smaller. 81 plus 144 is equal to C. C is equal to 15. So 81 plus 144. Find the square root of those. That gives you 15. Okay, that's part C done. Let's do part D. Redraw triangle ACH from the three-dimensional figure and label the known sides. Okay. Triangle ACH. H, C, A. The height of this little box is 8, so that means from C to H is going to be 8 as well. Now we just figured out what CA is, and that is 15, so we can label what CA is here with 15. Okay, part E. what is the length of AH correct to the nearest centimeter? So again, we're going to be using Pythagoras. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Let A be 8, 8 squared, B is 15, and that's equal to C squared. 8 squared is 64, 15 squared is 225, and let's take the square root, so we have C by itself. C is equal to 17 centimeters. Alright, let's do question 5 now. A dairy farm is situated on a large block of land. The shaded area in the diagram represents the block of land. 5a. Show that the length of D is right here, is 3.2, round to 1 decimal place. Okay, so it looks like we have a triangle here, right angle triangle. So we are going to be again using Pythagoras. Okay. D is a hypotenuse, so D is going to be C, A, and B. A and B, you can interchange it. So A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. A is 2.3 squared plus 2.2 squared is B is equal to C squared. 2.3 squared is 5.29. 2.2 squared is 4.84. That's equal to C squared. Now, to find C, we're going to add 5.29 and 4.84 together, and we're going to square root it. So that's equal to 10.13. That means that C, let me make this a bit smaller. C is equal to 3.2 whenever we round it off to 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place right there. Alright. 5b. Using D equal to 3.2, calculate the perimeter and kilometers of this block of land. So perimeter is adding all the sides together. Now, the block of land that he or she has is the shaded area, so this part here. So we're going to be adding 0.8 plus 6.2 plus 3.1 plus 4 plus, and then finally D 3.2. That's equal to 17.3 kilometers. It doesn't say round to 1 or 2 decimal places, so we just leave it at 17.3. Lastly, 5c. Calculate the area of this block of land. Round your answer to the nearest square kilometer. Okay, so this block of land, there's two shapes in there. This whole thing is a rectangle, and also there is a triangle in there that also exists. So to find the total area of this piece of land, we're going to find the area of the rectangle, find the area of the triangle, and then area of rectangle minus area of the triangle. Okay, so let's find the area of the rectangle first. 6.2 times 3.1. So length times width. 6.2 times 3.1 is 19.22. Now let's find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is, the formula for that is base times height divided by 2. Here it does not matter if you choose the base to be 2.2 or 2.3, because it's just one number times another number, and then we have to divide it by 2. Okay, 2.2 times 2.3 divided by 2, that gives us 2.53. Okay, now let's add these two numbers together. Sorry, not add, minus. So 19.22 minus 2.53, that's equal to 16.69. Rounding it off to the nearest square kilometer is equal to 17 kilometers squared. Okay, question 6. The building shown in the diagram is 8 meters wide, 24 meters long. The sidewalks are 4 meters high. Side walls are 4 meters high, sorry. The peak of the roof is 6 meters vertically above the ground. In cubic meters, find the volume of this building, basically. Okay. Okay. One thing you need to be aware of whenever you're finding volume of any shape, to do that, you can find the area of the front side of this shape that is shaded in pink. Find the area and then you multiply it by 24. Okay, let's find the area of this house. The front side of the house, there is two shapes. There is a rectangle and a triangle. So we're going to find the area of the triangle first, which is base times height divided by 2. Base is 8, times it by height. Because this is 8 and this is 6, then that means that the height of that roof piece is going to be 2. So 8 times 2 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. Now let's find the area of the rectangle part here. 8 times 4 is length times width, and that equals to 32. Okay, triangle, square. So let's add 32 and 8 together to give us 40. 40 is the area of the total front shape of this house. Now we multiply it by 24. So 40 times 24, that gives us 960 meters cube, and volume is in cubic. Okay, we're done for this one. Question 7. The shed has the shape of a prism. Its front face A, O, B, C, D is shaded in the diagram. A, B, C, D is a triangle, and M is the middle point of AB. So A, B, C, D is a rectangle, and M is the middle point. Okay. Question A. Show that the length of OM is 1.6. So OM, we need to show that is 1.6. So A to M is 3 because D to C is 6, and that's halfway. And A to O is 3.4. So we're going to be using Pythagoras to find OM. Let A equal 3. Oops, sorry. Yeah, let A equal 3 and B equal the unknown. Let's say x, for example. So B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. C squared is 3.4. A is 3 squared. B is equal to the square root of 3.4 squared minus 3 squared. So 3.4 squared is 11.56 minus 3 squared is 9. This gives you 2.56, and B square root of 2.56 is 1.6. So that's A. B. Show that the area of the front face of the shed AOBCD is 18 meters squared. Okay, we need to show that the front side of the shed that is shaded is equal to 18 meters squared. So here we have two shapes. One is a rectangle and another one is a triangle. So find the area of both, add them together, and let's see if it equals to 18. Okay. So the area of the rectangle part, 6 times 2.3, that gives you 13.2. And then the area of the rectangle here, base of the rectangle is 6 times by the height we just found out is 1.6, and then divided by 2. So I'll write that here, 6 times 1.6 divided by 2, that's equal to 4.8. So 13.2, which is the area of the rectangle, plus 4.8, which is the area of the triangle, that gives us 18 meters squared. Okay, C. Find the volume of the shed in meters squared. Again, to find the volume, we find the total area of the front side of the shed, and then you multiply it by how long the shed is, in this case 10. So we know that the front side of the shed is 18 meters squared, times it by 10 to give us 180 meters cube, and that is the area of, the volume of the shed. Okay, D. All inside surfaces of the shed, including the floor, will be painted. Find the total area that will be painted in meters squared. So we need to find the total surface area of the shed. To do that, we find the area of each individual shape and add them together. We already know the area of the front side of the shed, and obviously there's a back side of the shed there as well, which we can't see, but it is there. Add them together. So the front side of the shed is 18, the back side of the shed is 18. Now let's find the area of this side of the shed, which is 2.2 times 10, which is 22. There is also the exact opposite thing at the other side, so like there or something like that. That's also 2.2 times 10, so 22. Then we need to find the base, or the side that is basically touching the ground, which is 6 times 10, which is this thing right here. So 6 times 10 is 60. And then lastly, we have the roof here and also the other side as well. The roof is 10 times 3.4. So 10 times 3.4 is 34. There's two of them, so another 34. Add them all together, that gives you 208 meters squared. Let me cut this up. Alright, D2. 1 liter of paint will cover an area of 16 meters squared. Determine the number of liters of paint that is required. So 208 divided by 16 is equal to 13 liters of paint. Okay, last question, question 8. For the pairs of similar shapes below, find the scale factor K. So the scale factor K, there's a formula for it on 9.6 if you need it. K is equal to, we need to find two sides that are given to us, and basically they share those two sides. So 60 is basically the same side as 80 in this second shape here. So 84 divided by 60, that's what K is equal to. We need to find the scale factor, and that's how you do it. And 84 divided by 60 is 1.4. And that's it. 1.4 is the scale factor. The value of x. So 8b. Find the value of x, round to 2 decimal places. So to find the value of x, we're going to be using what we basically just found, finding the scale factor. So in here, we know that x and 56 is the same side of these two shapes. So 56 divided by x is equal to 1.4, and 1.4 is the scale factor. Now we need to rearrange this little equation to have x by itself on one side. To do that, you go x is equal to 56 divided by 1.4, and that gives you 40 meters. So that means x is equal to 40. Let me find 9.6 and tell you the exact formula for scale factor. So the exact formula for scale factor is any length of second shape divided by matching length of first shape. So any length of the second shape, for A we chose 84, and then matching length of the first shape we chose 60 here. So that is how we got 84 divided by 60. And we use the same kind of method for part B. 56 on top because 56 is from the second shape, and then x at the bottom because x is from the first shape. Alright, that is done. Thank you very much. Good test. Make sure you guys finish the chapter.